domestic violence against men.
You're not even listening to me, that's what. Don't try to walk away from me.
I suspect in many cases when people hear about men being attacked by women, their first reaction is not to believe it.
Welcome to Untold Stories of the 242. Case study, violence against men. Subject, Sterling Andrew Pratt. A man so in love with his girlfriend until one night, an argument over dropping a co-worker turned near deadly. Let's hear his story.
I've never did anything life-threatening to harm her. I really missed out on a lot of money. I was having a lot of mixed emotions.
When I went to see him, I cried and I said my daddy didn't deserve it. Because when I had a cut on my finger, I was saying, Mommy, this hurt. I can imagine what Daddy going through.
Felt bad because I knew I probably wouldn't have my father again.
Okay, I'm out here, so I wonder if this is the right place.
Hello?
Hello, yes, good day. Is this Mr. Sterling?
Yes, it is, sir.
Yeah, this is the locksmith from A1. What color is the car? The color, is it olive green?
Yes, sir, it's olive green.
Okay.
I'm outside right now. I come in right now.
Okay, alright. He walking like that. This man sound young, but he walking like an old man. So, what happened to you, man?
Acid get thrown on me. My name is Sterling Pratt, and I'm one of the most passionate basketball coaches in the Bahamas. You can see here in the background is a bunch of trophies from different tournaments.
What happened, Mr. Sterling?
7:30 as I went to work, me and my girlfriend during the time, Monique. We both worked the 7:30 to 3:30 shift. We completed our day's work at the Lifeiki Club because she worked at the front desk, I work at the bellman desk, so we right across from one another. So we worked that shift. We left like about 3:28, proceeded in the shuttle area where the shuttle comes to transport staff to the parking lot and also the bus comes. And there was a lady by the name of Miss Harriet, a supervisor of housekeeping. She's about 63, I'm thinking, somewhere around there. And she came down and said, wow, the bus gone. I missed the bus. So then my girlfriend, Minnie, got on her cell phone and called the gate, the security gate, and asked them to ask the bus to wait because the bus apparently had left the shuttle area probably like about 2 minutes before that time. So upon that, what happened was the shuttle car came that transported everybody to the parking lot. So me, Miss Harriet, and Minnie, we got in the vehicle. I assumed the shuttle car was going to take Miss Harriet straight to the gate, but it dropped all of us in the parking lot. We got in Monique's car because we carpool. Because if we work in the same shift, it makes no sense to drive two separate cars.
Right.
So three of us ran inside Monique's car in the parking lot, me, Miss Harriet, and Monique. I drove. I stopped at the security gate. When I got at the security gate, Monique asked the security guy what happened to the bus. He said, control told the bus to stop, but apparently the bus did not stop. So I said, maybe the bus stopped outside the gateway. Normally, they'll probably stop to not disturb the flow of traffic. So afterwards, I drove outside the gate. I did not see the bus. I asked Miss Harriet, I said, Miss Harriet, which area are you going in? She said she's going to Camp Road community. So I continued driving. When I reached by Shell's gas station, by the police station or by the airport, Monique back into me. She said, Sterling, lend me your debit card. So I'm inside the car with Miss Harriet saying, my debit card? Because we were supposed to travel the next day. And you know, as men, we always have like secret stuff hidden, even if it's just $50 or whatever. We don't want to just let our significant other know, well, look, I have $50 extra save, you know, because we know what, leave it to the woman, they can make a mess and still turn around and look to you.
Right.
Yeah, so after I see she back, and I just said, you know what, let me come out the vehicle. I went to the Shell gas station, and she was like, Sterling, you don't drop him Miss Harriet where you can Brody. I said, what you mean I ain't dropping her where you can Brody? I said, man, you make her feel like it's okay. I said, man, if you wasn't dropping her whilst we was this Life security gate, you should have said something or said, Miss Harriet, we really have a lot of things to do. We can't drop you, but we can leave you here so you can catch the next available shuttle bus. I say, you said nothing, so I say, man, she probably thought she was okay, she was straight. So I say, man, anyway, I'll give you your gas money. I'll drop, I'll give you your gas money, and I'll get my money back from the club, seeing that the bus left early. So she said, no, man, I ain't got no time for that, you better drop her someplace here. I say, ain't no bus stop, no place here.
Right.
And being Sunday too, I say, man, I say, okay then. So she say, you want me to tell her? I say, no, that's okay. I say, I can deal with it. She said, well, don't call my name. So what I did, seeing that we was in the gas station, Miss Harriet was in the car, I went and got a canned juice and a peanut just to make it look good, to not come out the gas station with anything. So I went back in the car, I offered Monique some peanuts, and I offered Miss Harriet also some peanut. Upon this, we departed from there. I started to drive. When I reached by the Government High / Yellow community, or the Gulf, or what we know as the Gulf, Monique started to tap me on my left knee, because the car's a right-hand drive. And she tapped me, I know what she meant. She probably trying to signal to me that, look, where you going, how far you going with her? So I continued driving. When I reached on Wolf Road by Wims, there's a corner right there by Wims. She said, let me out. Monique said, let me out. Let me out, let me go to my mechanic Lee. Because our mechanic has a shop right through the corner there. So she trying to come out the vehicle, boss, the vehicle moving, and I pull, I say, where you going? Where you going? This car moving, where you going? Stay in the car. So, as you know, after Wims, it's the red light. The light turned red. So during this time, I was unable to hold her to say, don't leave. So she took it upon herself, walk, and say she going to leave. You know, I disrespected her, and she walked out. So I proceeded, continued driving. As the light changed, I went right there by Scotia Bank, by Jerome Avenue. First corner on the right, second building on the left. I dropped Miss Harriet. Miss Harriet said, y'all don't have no fist fight now. I said, no, Miss Harriet, you see, I calm, I ain't do nothing wrong. You know, I said, I need to see you as a Grammy. So I left from dropping Miss Harriet. After that, I went back to the corner by Wims, by the mechanic shop. Two guys was in the mechanic yard. I asked them, I said, good evening, is Lee there? Then Lee proceeded to come, and then Monique was inside of a little house inside the mechanic yard. And she was in there cursing, you know, she's like, you effing disrespect me. You disrespect me. I tired of you putting people before me. So she was carrying on inside those. So I said, Lee, can I talk to you, please? Let me explain to you what happened. And as I started to explain them what happened, Minnie came out the little house, but still behind the gate of the mechanic shop. And she, you know, you can carry my car because you's a B. You mother effer, you always putting people before me, and disrespecting my feelings. I say, I ain't do nothing. I say, what I do, I see as a Grammy. No, F that. So then afterwards, I went in a car. After she said, well, I can carry the car. She said, well, you can carry the car. I'll find a ride home. I went in the car. I got my Jordan backpack. Out the car, I got the keys out the ignition. And I handed to Lee, the mechanic, because he's to the gate. And I said, love you. While she's cursing and carrying on, I said, love you. After which, I started to walk towards Claridge Road area, you know, with my phone in my hand, because I ran Gucci shoes, my white clothes, my shades, and I say, wow, you know. So I just held my cell phone in my hand, you know. And upon that, a 7A bus came, and right behind it was a 21 bus. I proceeded on the 21 bus. I got off by Malcolm Road, by Sir Charles Hotel, and I proceeded to walk through the corner. Then I stopped midway through by my cousin, but she did not open the door. So I proceeded from there, and I walked by Wendy's Carmichael, and I was able to catch a Carmichael Road bus. I went on the Carmichael Road bus. I got off by Island Lock Carmichael. I proceeded from getting off by Island Lock. I walked by On the Run. That is right there by Fay Avenue. Then this guy came with a truck / van, and he offered me a ride. He said, you want to ride up? I said, yeah, sure, no problem. And then immediately when I got in the car, he was talking about God. He was like, you know, God is good, my brother. He said, I encourage you, man, God calling you. And, you know, he said, man, I've been through some problems. And I was like, okay, that's all I was telling myself in my head. I was like, okay, boy, why are you talking about all this? You know, and then he was like, my name is Patrick Clinton. I was incarcerated in '93 and I came out and God just blessed me. Now I'm giving back to youths. I'm going back to the prison, doing speeches. And I was like, wow. So I was like, okay, I have a youth development program called Eagle's Nest. And he said, man, I love to come and talk to some of the young guys them. And I was like, sure, no problem. And then he was like, you know how God raised them up now, and he live in his 2-story house. He have jet skis, and he also live in Faith Gardens. And he dropped me straight to the front of my door. And then after that, he left.
So the guy dropped to your door, and then...
Yeah, as he dropped me to the door, I came inside the house. I went inside the bedroom, and I looked at my phone. I saw 39 to 40 messages from Monique, you know, my girlfriend during the time, you know. And I started to read it. I was in the bed starting to read it, and you know, as I read, I saw messages saying, well, you must be effing Miss Harriet. You know, and I say, huh? I say to myself, this is like my Grammy. This could be my grandmother, what I can do. You know, and she was like, oh, you all need to get a room. Shame on you. You're all having sex in my car. And I was like, huh? I say, wow. So I right there reading the message. And she's like, anyway, I want my gas money. So I say, okay, just looking at the phone. And afterwards, I heard the front door open because she have a spare key to the house. So she came in the room. She said, I do not appreciate that. She said, I'll never forgive you. I'll never be able to forgive you. And she said, over. And I said, well, okay, leave then, because you're running on, but I effing Miss Harriet. And then I said, leave then. And then she said, that's just it, you nonchalant, you just don't care. I said, man, you tell me it over, so what you want me to say? So then as she proceeded to leave, I reached out to her. I held her by the hand. I said, look, not roughly, like that romantic, well, okay, baby, what's wrong? What's wrong, man? Tell me, this ain't making no sense to me. What's underlining? I see the tears in your eyes. What's underlining? Talk to me, please. She pulled away and gone. When she pulled away, gone, I put on my pants, I put on my hoodie, and I went for a walk, Carpin Road by Island Lock. Upon walking there, I called her on the cell phone, and she was like, you don't need to know where he is. You don't respect me, so you don't need to know where he is and what I doing. I don't respect you, and I can't respect you. You don't respect me. So then the phone hung up. I don't recall if I hung up the phone, she hung up the phone. I tried to call back, I couldn't get her. I went to Island Lock. After leaving Island Lock, I proceeded to come back home. I reached out to call her again. You know, she answered the phone still, you know, upset. Oh, I don't appreciate that. I said, woman have a lot to do, and you know I traveling the next day. We supposed to travel the next day. You know, I still ain't eat yet and all this. And then, you know, the phone hung up. I came home again. This is the second time I came home. Upon reaching home, I went in the room. I called my cousin, Karen. I called her on the phone and I started to speak. I said, cuz, please tell me where I wrong. Because I only saw this woman like my grandmother. And it was Sunday and there was no bus stop in the area. I don't know why Minnie came on like this. Please explain to me what happened. When I listened, I heard the door open. Again, she came in the room and she was like, I can disrespect you. She heard I was talking to my cousin and she said, I can pull out the plug. And when I listened, she pulled out the plug. After she pulled out the plug, she proceeded to come in the front area here. She said to the kitchen corner, and I was like, man, why you do that? What's going on, man? I say, just leave, please. I ain't want no problem, just leave. I saw she got the asset from off the floor, that she got the asset, and she went to the corner. She went to the corner right by the kitchen, and she was taking out the asset. So I was going in the room, you know, but I say, boy, she in a rage. I say, I know, when we had other disagreements before and time past, she would break up stuff and just do a bunch of crazy stuff, you know, like get violent. So I say, boy, I can't go in the room. You know, I say, even if she taking her acid out to go home and unclog a tub or whatever it is, would probably clog up. I don't know where her mind is right now. So I stayed out here, and then it was exchange of words with her and myself in terms of, okay, Minnie, please just leave, man. Just leave me alone, leave. You know, she took the phone my daughter iPhone that was on the corner right there. She took it and slammed it on the floor, break it right up to pieces that I bought her but 2 Christmas ago. Yeah, so after she did that, I said, why you do that, man? I said, why you do that? So then I tried to get her phone out of her hand. And then it was a struggle that ensued with me and her, you know. And then she was like, you can afford to take the phone. She said, you know, I can hurt you in your pocket, I can get you with hurt. You know, and she said, well, the money that I was keeping for you, I can just order me a phone with that. She said, I know how to get you. I said, well, I on you then. So then afterwards, like I said, I tried to get the phone, but, you know, I didn't get it, you know, I didn't get it. You know, then afterwards I proceeded again, I got the phone and I also got the key. And then she was like, you know, she started punching and so forth. I fall down on top of her and I tried to refrain her, but my elbows intensively locked on her. And then she took the big trophies and she is hitting me with it along with the fishing rod that you see right over there. Yeah, she was just hitting me with it. And then afterwards I saw blood on the floor and I say, look, I ain't hit her. So it gotta be me who's bleeding, you know, and that was blood here and probably around here, coming from here, the marks from right there. So afterwards I was able to push her outside. She didn't fall, she just missed a step. It's just 3 steps, but she missed the first one and caught the 3rd one. And then she's trying to open the door back. While she's trying to open the door back, the iron board was right here with the phone on it, and I took out the phone to call this house phone, and I was calling Miss Mizik, that's the landlord. She, you know, she also worked at the law enforcement office. So I said, Miss Mizik, please tell Minnie, don't you know acid on my car? And she's like, say what, say what, say what? And then I had to hang up on her because Minnie was no longer in eye view. She is no longer in front of the screen. She proceeded to walk. So I went outside, and when I went outside, I saw acid like bubbling on the car hood. And she said, that ain't no acid, that's water. I said, man, you won't throw no acid on my car, man. I should throw acid back on yours, you know. Then afterwards I said, man, you're a silence patient, you know. So afterwards, when I said that, she started punching me. We fell along the side of the fence, and I fell on her again. And my immediate response was to hold her hand, because I know she like choke blow. So I tried to hold her hand intensively again. I had my elbows and thing locked on her, but she still was just punching, and she's tricking me in my head right here with the Honda key until it came with the shell. And when she did that, I was like, please stop, stop, please stop. I said, I ain't like your husband, leave me, man, stop. And she said, you're not no provider like him. So when she said that, that hurt more than the check she checked me in my head with. My ego was touched. You know, when she said that, I immediately, if she finished show blows or whatever, it didn't even matter. I just caught up off of her, and I was like, oh my God, she didn't just tell me that shit. I can't do this no more. I just gotta leave this alone. Then she poured the acid on me. I felt like a cold feeling first, like a cold feeling. Then afterwards, I heard like this woof, and then I started to feel the heat. And I ran across by the neighbor saying, help, 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 help. And then I watched my pants melt to nothing until you could just only see my leg. You know, and then upon that, a tall guy said, anybody call the police? One of the neighbors. I said, I don't know, I just in pain, help me, help me. He said, I think the police are on their way. I say, help, help, help. Nobody came out. I ran inside the house. I met the shower on. So apparently she probably been back inside the house. So then when I saw the shower on, I ran from out inside and I ran outside around the house to the water pump. And I was like, you know, like pig spinning around in the grass underneath the water pump. Because my skin was just pulsating. It just was like stretching, burning, doing everything. I didn't understand what was happening, but everything just was pulsating. My hand here, my back, everything was just going. So upon that, after I came out underneath the water, I go and get a towel, put on me, because my boxers was already acid, already get to it. But I was one who believe in wearing like 3 pants. The reason is like if something happened, you always have a change of clothes until you can actually get to your clothes. So the middle pants I had on, the waist of it just got shredded. And it just had a mark right here by the hip area where I got a little burn. But I said, I thank God for it, because had that had been just boxers, I wouldn't have had no private part today and no bottom hole today. You know, so that helped save me along with the grace of God. You know, so that's what happened. Then the police came, the police questioned me. They say, what is her name? What is your name? I say, Sterling Andrew Pratt, 1980. Because I was in the 10th Spain and they asking me question. I in the towel and they taking picture of the back, you know, and along with my neighbor, which lived next door, taking picture of the back. And they saying, what's her name? What's her name? Do you want to press charges? I say, I do. I say, right now I am peeing, I am peeing, I am peeing. I say, anyway, I don't want no woman come, try fix no story, and I put in nothing. I said, okay then this is what she named. And they said to me, anyway, when you come from the hospital, you can come straight to the station and make a formal complaint. So I went into the ambulance, and they were throwing saline water on me, and I say, any cream, anything you could put on it? Please, man, you could rub it? No, sir, we cannot rub it. We need to put the water. And they say, man, it's burning. I say, man, are you trying water and it's still frying? I said, frying, man, help me, help, please, help me, man, please. Somebody help me, man. I feel like I can make it. Help me. It's like, it was like almost like in fire. So the ambulance was out here a little while. Must be still talking to the office. I said, please help me, man. I just need help, man. Please. Then an officer, somebody in plain clothes, asked for the house key because her car was parked behind me. Someone asked for the house key, so one of those, I just said the key right here in my bag. He said, well, you know where the car keys is? I said the spare car key might be somewhere on the floor where we was wrestling, more or less, you know. I say somewhere on the floor. And then the ambulance proceeded and they dropped me to the hospital. And then upon reaching to the hospital, the A&E, they just dropped me right there in the hallway. And then as I was in the hallway, I was like, no man, I can't let them just leave me here like this is an ordinary thing. I started crying and two doctors came, a male and a female was passing. They say, what happened? I say, acid, and they just dropped me right here. They say, oh my God, let's put you in the shower. They put me in a cold shower. They put me there for 40 minutes and I was like, I can't take, what you all doing to me? Everything was pulsating like that's heat on cold. So I was having no form of release. Then a security guy who worked at night, he brought a chair. He said, sir, I could give you a chair to try and make it a little comfortable as much as I could do. And I say, thanks, I appreciate it. So I in the chair, the cold and the heat in my system and just intensify. And I was like, Lord, forgive me for my sins. Forgive me, Lord. I feel like I can make it. Everything in me just burning. Like I could feel like the inside of my body just doing a number, unexplainable. So after that, after the 40 minutes, the doctor came. She said, let me try get you a gun. She said, you didn't bring no pants, no extra, no change. I say, no, mom. I say, I just brought 2 shirts. I didn't even realize what I brought. She said, all right, let me try find you a gown. She found me a gown. She told me go in the room, change. And then they carried me inside a room across from the showers. And then they started to give me some pills and then painkillers. And then they started the process of wrapping me more or less. And then they put me on the ward in orthopedic ward. They put me there. There was no bed available, so I was in a roller bed in the hallway. They put me right there, put me on little drips, and then I was there from Sunday till Wednesday. So Wednesday, before I left, that's when they sent me to the burn section. And when they sent me to the burn section, you know, they're just like, wow, what happened to you? And I said, my girlfriend, I said, I got acid thrown on me. They said, by who? I said, my girlfriend. They say, what? They say, what are you going to do? They say, well, you can go right back to the woman. I say, me? Go back to the woman? I said, man, you won't see what I going through now, eh? And then that was it.
Mr. Sterling, how do you feel about the situation?
I was having a lot of mixed emotion because I was like, how could somebody I invested all my time and love in do something like this to me? I say, I'm not perfect, but I've never did anything life-threatening to harm her.
So, what is the biggest inconvenience you had? Because I remember you told me that you could have been working, you missed Christmas night, which was like a bonus night or so.
Yeah, during the Christmas time at the Life Key Club, you know, a lot of members and guests come down and they be courteous, more or less, you know, be a blessing. So you don't just get to take home a hefty salary, but you're also able to take home giftings from members and guests during the time of the year. So I really missed out on a lot of money. It was to the place whereas the doctors, they gave me like 8 days off initially, and I was trying to just fake it to be tough, just to catch New Year's. Because New Year's is a day where you can possibly make like $600 for that one day. So it really, really affected me, you know, and affected the way my kids was able to have Christmas, you know, because I know they never imagined having Christmas, having to take care of daddy, like give daddy water, help wipe daddy off, help hug daddy when daddy crying, when daddy going through pain in the middle of the night. They waking up, daddy, you okay? Daddy, come over. Daddy, I can put the cover on you. When I cry, they come with you. They hear me crying, they come with you crying. You know, so it really emotionally, it really did a lot of damage, you know. Them that know the virtue of prayer, to also pray for me, you know, because it's a scary situation to be in.
There you have it. You've heard of the story of Sterling Andrew Pratt. Help him and his family get through this situation by supporting them by donating today. All donation proceeds will help him in his medical expense. Thank you and enjoy.